Also makes Egypt completely terrified of Israel because if the dam was blown up, the flood would wipe out a lot of Egypt. Fair enough. And yeah, apparently it does function exactly the way I thought, where you can control the floodwaters rather than being completely mental. We're getting pretty close to another political reform, which is good. Oh, there is a South African independent. Oh, you guys are almost trained. Interesting. Okay, armory reforms are done. So let's go ahead and do Grand Battle Plan. Planning School, no. Domestic Gunsmiths, Desert Training. And then Cairo Pact. Meticulous attention to detail and proper logistics is the key to success in warfare. Let others extend their lines beyond their ability to supply them. Egypt's men shall advance with shells, bullets, and guns to spare. Go to war when I'm ready. I don't agree with you. It's still only 38. It's early. Would I declared war on the French Republic? That's the French Civil War. Because don't forget, I'm going to be trying to bring in these guys too. One of the focus in the army tree gives you awesome generals. Well, I don't want to go too far in the army tree. I'm only doing this so I can get the desert training, because I have a feeling that's going to be useful. Young officers. Not seeing young officers. Improve officer corps? New Egyptian army? I just won in 1944 with the Ottomans. You can wait quite a while. Iran being socialist does affect things, that's true. Yeah, if Iran's not in the war, it'll be unfortunate, but I still have Suez, and knowing the AI, they're going to be attacking across Suez. Against me with my Desert Fox and my Desert Combat guy. So, good luck with that. Just double checking this. This is not desert, this is plains. Desert's on their side. Damn it! So I'll be able to push across it, but I won't actually be able to attack them. So maybe I will change my plan a little bit. We'll take out Tripolitania quickly. Ah, mountain infantry, good. In fact, hold up. Let's stick you guys in a new unit. You're going to be the red unit. You are going to be led by my trickster. And you are going to be called... Who hasn't been for a while? Any of you guys, Musian. Musian. And you could be a guerrilla fighter, which is irrelevant. Cool. And then yes, you are still going to have... Ooh. Thing there. On orders to take that. Good. Right, technologies. October 38. I would like to have a decryption, please. And I would also like to have the defense and breakthrough. Build forts. That's not a terrible... It's not a terrible plan, but I really must get some more industry going. Especially military. The main reason I'm doing so much civil right now is because, one, I want to build more industry, and B... Or two. One, and then B. Two is that I need to buy in supplies. In fact, I might well need to use one to buy in some steel, because we are that short. Who do I like? Oh, Norway went socialist as well. None of you are going to be good enough. There are so many socialists here, crikey. Let's buy from Germany. I actually need Germany to grow strong. Don't forget about mobile mechanized infantry. Probably won't use them. That would be more of a mobile warfare thing. What I might do is go heavy tanks. And if I did go motorized, it would be motorized with light tanks. I'll need to think about that. Okay, so we can get military intelligence, which would allow me to get the decryption and research time bonus. Which I am sorely tempted by. Or we could start working on some of these things. Except no, I can't. Supply Consumption Division Organization would probably be the most useful. Why do people say heavy tanks are bad in this game? I don't know. Probably because they're not using them right. Heavy tanks should not be in a division on their own. They should be there to support other divisions. They're probably just trying to make a heavy tank division say, "Oh, gonna smash all the things." Do you know how expensive that division will be? It'll be insane! Decryption, research time. Yeah, I do think we want the research guy. Because we are behind in research. I mean, we're going to catch up really quickly. Because my research bonus right now is going to be through the roof. Yeah, it's -10 at the moment. And this is on veteran. But it's been +30 for a very long time. Alright, Grand Battle Plan is done. Let's get the gunsmiths and then the desert training. Though I need that less now. I actually kind of... No, we're going to do it. Because domestic gunsmiths will also unlock the things like the design companies. While there's been a cottage industry of gun making in Egypt for centuries, a modern army demands mass production of firearms. Encouraging the consolidation of smaller firms and a move towards newer models will help us keep us stocked with modern firearms. When do I get my 4th research slot? There. Which requires all of those. Egypt's going to be very technologically behind for quite a long time. Hearts of Iron 4 EU4, Crusader Kings 2, which is my favourite, EU4. Pro-Russian coup in Lithuania. Cool. Oh, the Rat Cook, thank you for your follow earlier. And Miracle Tortoise. I somehow missed those. Thank you very much for the follows, I appreciate that. It's like 2 hours ago, sorry! If I conquer Turkey, I'll get all the chromium I need. This is very true. This is very, very true. Iran being at war with Afghanistan. That's bad, because this is a war that's going to drag on. You have 20 divisions. You have more divisions than I do? You have more divisions than Iran does. How? Afghanistan could actually win this. It'd be one hell of a slog, and your lack of factories will probably count against you, but... Huh. Edo Al Fatur, again. Try to wrangle that Afghanistan dies. It won't anytime soon. So yeah, we need to really power through the gunsmiths, desert training, and then start working down this. Oh, here we get some land forts. Cairo. Does Cairo include? Yes, it does. So we probably do get 3 forts right there. Hang on, is that just an add forts? Add 3 forts, does not add level 3 forts. So what I am thinking we're going to do is we're going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to get those done first. And then it'll be level 6. Because you want to do the early ones first because you build them much quicker. Unlike any other construction in the rest of the game, forts increase in cost as you get more of them. In my games playing as the Ottomans, Egypt was able to turn Tripolitania and Yemen against me. Yes, I'm pretty sure I can do that too. I mean, it's in the focuses. And I do have a bunch of troops on the Tripolitanian border in case they decide not to. Wait, hang on. I just noticed the plural there, Helson. Have you been practicing for the multiplayer? Games. Domestic gunsmiths. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the desert training so we can get the desert bonuses. Especially that minus 30%. Oh, sorry, that plus... Yeah, minus 30% heat attrition. That's going to be ridiculous. We might actually legitimately be able to conquer Africa and not lose an entire army doing it. Because of that. The defence of the Egyptian nation is best conducted away from her urban centres and the densely populated banks of the Nile. This means operating in the harsh desert conditions of North Africa and Greater Syria, to which end we have created specialised desert survival camps, to which all recruits are sent for 2 months as part of their basic training. And as much as I really want military schools before this war, we need to start working on this. Winning the independence wars into China is a nightmare. Especially when you're doing it with one heavy tank division. Like I was in the game as Union of Britain. Oh wow, that was fun. Too late for that game, should have done it before. Keeps crashing. That's not right. A Third Reich? What a childish fantasy. Will never happen. New synagogues. Recently, a number of new synagogues have been established in the major cities of Egypt, principally Cairo and Alexandria. Moreover, a number of the old synagogues have had their restoration projects completed. These projects completed have shown the vitality of the ancient minority faith within the Sultanate. Sweet. Still just the one? Yeah. Oh, it must be sitting at the very, very boundary between good and average stability. Russian state declared war on Azerbaijan. French Republic is winning stuff. Russian state, they went national populist. Yes, they did. How's the manpower in Egypt? Not great, but I'm still on volunteer and I have 220,000. It's better than Sardinia, put it that way. Russia declared war on the Mongols. No one else is at war with the Mongols though. You have 65 divisions. You have rather more. You have like 120. You're not allied with anyone. No. If the Mongols had taken Qing in this game, then they probably would win this one, but they haven't. They won't. Literature competition. Recently in Alexandria, there's been a literature competition that has attracted national attention due to the fact that the top 2 choices are noted writers and associated with Pharaonism and the Islamist cultural movement. Who shall win the competition will galvanize the movement. Who shall be selected? Well, obviously the Pharaonist. Now that we're up to 66%. Need another 14 and then we're very high party popularity. Who is the Lithuanian leader? A diplomatic genius. Oh. Oh! Kazimieras II, apparently. But after having slipped away from the German Empire, they're now a puppet of Russia. That's why I burst out laughing. It's just like, you've just switched one overlord for another. Alright, desert training is done. Research finished. Oh, that must be like a hidden research or something. Okay, so now Chiropact. It's time. As much as I would absolutely love to get rid of the inexperienced military penalty. We need to get this ball rolling. The plans for the Cairo Pact were laid at the Cairo Conference, where we decided to form an alliance to counter the ambitions of the Ottomans, led by Egypt, of course. Now the time is ripe to put this plan into motion. And let's also start training. You know what? I'm going to get some more Sipahis. Decryption and more guns. Let's go ahead and do the improved infantry equipment and also special forces training. In fact, hang on. Let's not get these. Let's edit the mountaineers. Let's get some of those trained. So I can have them in the field, all 4 of them. 4 seems to be the minimum. Why haven't I attacked the Ottomans? Because I have not been in a position to do so. It takes quite a long time to get all the reforms and things done for Egypt. You have to get through Black Monday, which is all of this. Then you have to do the actual reforms, which is all of this. Then it's a choice between whether you want to do anything for your economy, which I've chosen not to, or the military, which we have started on but not done much on. It's like the bare minimum. And we're working on Cairo Pact. We're working towards it. The death of Howard Carter. In 1925, the world was set ablaze by the First World Creek. While sociologists like T. Lawrence were changing history with swords, Howard Carter was doing so with brooms. The discovery of the boy king, Tutankhamun, excited the world of oh man, I need to pour this tea without it spilling. Excited the world of archaeology and popular culture. The discovery of the new tomb, the Valley of Kings, where the... Oh! I wonder if Portugal is in the Entente. That's an interesting one. Discovery of the new tomb in the Valley of the Kings, where the palaces of England burned, made it impossible for their findings to leave Egypt safely. Howard Carter is found dead today in his apartment in Luxor. The last of a series of deaths related to the tomb of Tutankhamun. These deaths are merely coincidence. Or did the boy king get his revenge? Revenge! Prepared defense. Okay, so now we can start working on some of these bad boys. Like the infantry equipment manufacturing. How far is German investment in Egypt? It's down there. And I suspect we need to do that while Germany is actually alive. But that is one reason not to go for one of the weapons manufacturers. We could go for artillery. German investment, German investment, German investment. Gunsmiths. So we could get cheaper artillery. None of those were of any use. School of Defense. More entrenchment, more land construction speed. Psychology. No, I think what we want is that one. Guns and Butter. Supply Consumption Division Organization. Let's do that. How good are the Mountaineers? 80 organization. Defense of 127. Okay. And how's the construction of stuff going? Okay, so we've got the forts done. Kind of tempted to add a couple more just in case. So this is going to be level 5. It's going to be level 8 with the 3 which we're going to get for free. Yeah, I'm fine with this. So we're going to be fortifying Suez as much as we can. And hoping the Ottomans try and attack me across Suez. While we charge across Tripolitania. We are going to have to defend the ports and things like that. But holding Suez should be relatively easy. I just hope that they attack us across it. They may not. Furthermore, we should get Grand Assault. For more breakthrough and soft attack. Yes, we want soft attack. Bleeding the Ottomans dry is a very legitimate strategy at this point. Have the Ottos finished their reforms? I very much doubt that. Nope. Oh, almost. Oh no, they have to do these before they can actually finish this stuff, so no. And I can actually see all of their ideas. So they have not done any of the repayment stuff. They've not done any industrial stuff. They've not done any of their land stuff. They have unfortunately done the gendarmerie and desert forces, so that means that my guerrillas are going to be less important. Yeah, these are done quickly. Finish doing that fortification, both levels, and then we're going to go back to constructing forts, because it just occurred to me that we're going to have uprisings behind their lines, so we could well try and get a cut-off like here in Sinai or something. Cairo Pact, done. So we're going to go and support Idris. King Idris, the rightful king of Tripolitania, currently resides in Egypt. We should provide him with men and weapons so that he can attempt to retake his throne. With Idris on the throne of Tripolitania, Egypt will have a faithful and loyal ally. We can certainly try. Idris Elba for king. Yeah, we're just going to do this as a level 7, not 8. Though actually... oh no, they're still there. Improved infantry equipment is done. It is April 39, so we should be working on more construction. No, we are definitely going to have to do some catching up. Like, we don't have field hospitals or anything like that. Hey Nathaniel. Finally brought Germany to the peace table, and I learned that all the special templates for the Indo-Chinese Revolution can't be edited or deleted. Yeah, those are annoying. Today is the 1937 Egyptian Cup has reached the final match between Al-Masri and Al-Alihi. You can still get the divisions that have those templates and switch them to a different template which you can modify. There is a way around it. You just can't modify those templates. And if they are similar enough in equipment and training, then you won't need to train them much. And if you have like the same equipment and training, then you won't have to train them at all. Today is 1937. Egyptian Cup has reached the final match between Al-Masri and Al-Alihi. Oh, I read that already, didn't I? Who will win the cup? Who will win the gold? You're not actually letting me choose. Abyssinia and Eritrea are fighting. At what point can I go after those? Down here. So I have to do that after the Ottomans, or after bypassing the Ottomans. Which certainly used to be a thing. It doesn't really look like it is anymore. I mean, that's what Egypt did when I was playing as Somalia. Because I was playing as Somalia, took out Abyssinia, took Eritrea, and then declared war on Egypt. But Egypt had avoided the war with the Ottomans, so it suffered no damage. Al-Masri wins the cup with a score of 2-3. People throughout Port Said are celebrating the team winning the cup. Congratulations. Nationalists win in South Africa. Al-Azima opens today. The film Al-Azima, or The Will, or Determination, has released today to glowing reviews. The film follows a young and happy couple, Muhammad and Fatima. However, their bliss is cut short due to the arrival of Black Monday, though it ends with a happy ending as Muhammad is rehired, and all is well for the couple. Its director, Kamal Salim, has earned praise for its realistic portrayal of the slums of Egypt and sympathetic portrayal of the average Egyptian people. In fact, it was so realistic that it moved Farouk to do more to help the poorest of the Egyptians. Cool. One thing I wanted to ask, why I get Viking. Well, actually, it's Viking, that's the random one. Mordred. Okay, so it's a long and convoluted story, but my real life name is a combination of the two of the Arthurian knights. So I was always really into the Arthurian legend. It's not so much that I like Mordred, but I just found him a more interesting character than, say, Lancelot. And then when I was playing Baldur's Gate for the very first time, it's the first time I ever had to choose a name for anything, I just went, Mordred. Mordred the Powerful was my name in Baldur's Gate, and it just stuck. And then because while I was playing Ultima Online and Shadowbane, I realised that there were a lot of other Mordreds out there, so I decided if I was going to do this online thing that I needed to differentiate myself. And then when I started YouTube, I just added Viking, so that there was a differentiation between me and all the other Mordreds. But yes, I've always been interested in King Arthur stories. Like anything medieval is probably attributable to that. The Sultanate of Egypt has experienced an increase in stability with the confidence in the Egyptian government's ability building and the political discourse turning to more mundane affairs. Yeah, I don't like this weekly stability reduction. Just let me keep my stability, damn it. Because that's only going to last 20 weeks. Really? Got a name from Baldur's Gate Run 2? Yeah. That was the first time I ever had to name myself. That was a while ago now. Egyptian citadels. Yes, we are going to do this. Egypt has a number of citadels in the Nile Delta. We should focus on renovating and modernizing them. With these citadels in place, the Ottoman forces will find it difficult taking Egypt. Lancelot is a Mary Sue, too perfect. No, he's like hideously flawed. But in all of the bad ways, like everything he can possibly do to undermine Arthur, he does. He is a terrible human being. And not in any good way, any redeeming way. He's egotistical, he's arrogant, he sleeps with Guinevere, he tears the throne apart, he puts divisions between Mordred and Arthur. Oh, no. He's horrible. Ventian government declared war on the Mongolian Khanate. The main thing with him is Guinevere, though. That was just stupid. News has reached Sultan Farouk that King Idris in Libya has restored his throne. With Idris in the throne in Libya, we're now confident of having strong allies in Libya. Good. So, you are now ally? Yeah. You're in my faction. Get in. Alright, so I don't need to defend against you anymore. So let's say that your objective is that. And then Bacon Killer. You're going to join the main push, and then the two militia are going to stay. I actually don't know where you're going to stay. You're going to try and stay and guard his coast. Because I don't trust him to do it himself. In fact, if I keep that one infantry, you would be able to do that even more effectively. And then turn around. There you go. Only red Sir Gawain, the Green Knight. Yeah, Gawain, yeah, good. Recognize the Amadea. A petition has come from the small Amadea community that exists within Egypt to recognize their faith. They believe will help shield them a bit from persecution. However, many Muslims, especially conservatives, regard them with disdain. In particular, a fatwa from Al-Azhar University has come out against them. What should be done with the petition? Freedom of religion, obviously. Did we finish that construction? We did. And we just got another civilian factory. Glorious. How are we doing here? Citadels, and we're going to support the Arab rebels and then destroy the Ottomans. War. War never changes. See you, Mitchell.